About 9 years ago, Beyoncé, Solange, and Jay-Z were on an elevator leaving an after-party for the 2014 Met Gala, when a huge fight broke out between Solange and her brother-in-law. The surveillance footage was eventually leaked to the public, sparking questions about what exactly they were fighting about. Although the trio has refused to say much on the subject, they have dropped hints that have helped fans put pieces of the puzzle together. Now, one of the real questions is, why does Solange Knowles hate Jay-Z? Matthew Knowles has long expressed his admiration for Beyoncé's husband, but not Solange. So, what was the family feud all about? That's what we're finding out in this video. But of course, before I spill anything, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now, let's dive in. About 9 years ago, the Met Gala was welcomed with a scandal. Security footage emerged showing a fight between Solange Knowles and her brother-in-law, Jay-Z. The internet collectively freaked out in response. Like her sister, Solange works as a musician but has a different sound that's more experimental than her sister's. She's perhaps best known for 2012's Losing You. She also did a phenomenal cover of The Dirty Projectors. Stillness is the move. Solange is notable for introducing her sister and brother-in-law to India, less mainstream acts. She brought them to a Grizzly Bear show in 2009, leading to this amazing video of J&B grooving out. Given how private they are, we knew it was only a matter of time before a scandal surrounded the Knowles-Carter family, but no one expected that it would be something like this. During one of the Met Gala after-parties in May of 2014, Beyoncé, Solange, and Jay-Z shared an elevator together. On Monday, TMZ got a hold of surveillance footage of the elevator ride which showed a fight between Solange and Jay. Surveillance footage obtained and released by TMZ showed Solange violently beating and kicking Jay-Z, while Beyoncé mostly stood and watched from the sidelines. A full video shows that Solange's attack did not stop there. She tried to kick him from across the elevator. At one point, Beyoncé stepped in to stand between her husband and sister. According to reports, Beyoncé got into a car with her sister while Jay left in a separate car. At the time, photographers didn't know a fight had taken place. Paparazzi photos showed Beyoncé and Jay leaving, and Jay tucked his tuxedo back into place after being kicked out of it. On May 10th, the two were photographed at the Miami Heat Brooklyn Nets playoff game in Brooklyn. Jake Gyllenhaal, a fellow famous person that's not as famous as these two, was also there. But what happened and what triggered the fight? The surveillance does not have audio, so we didn't really know at the time. It was immediately believed that Solange had been taking up for Beyoncé for something, as she is known to be really protective of her big sister. Although nothing has been confirmed, sources told E! News and People that the fight was the result of some alleged drama involving fashion designer Rachel Roy. The E! News source claimed that Roy, who used to work at Jay-Z's company Rockaware, had allegedly gotten a little too flirty with the rapper earlier in the evening, causing Beyoncé to approach Rachel to let her know the behavior was disrespectful and she wanted her out of their lives for good. Toward the end of the night, Jay said something inappropriate to Beyoncé and Solange, and she snapped, the insider revealed. When they got in the elevator, it escalated quickly, the way family tensions can. It got exceptionally heated, the way family moments can. Solange came over to have her sister's back, and things got heated with her and Rachel. The source went on. Jay said some disrespectful things to Beyoncé and Solange as the confrontation was going down. That's why all hell broke loose in the elevator, and why Beyoncé just stood back and let Solange hit Jay. A little over a week after the fight, the trio spoke out in a statement shared with the Associated Press. It read in part, as a result of the public release of the elevator security footage from Monday, May 5th, there has been a great deal of speculation about what triggered the unfortunate incident, but the most important thing is that our family has worked through it. Jay and Solange each assumed their share of responsibility for what has occurred. They both acknowledge their role in this private matter that has played out in the public. They both have apologized to each other, and we have moved forward as a united family. The statement continued, the reports of Solange being intoxicated or displaying erratic behavior throughout that evening are simply false. At the end of the day, families have problems, and we're no different. We love each other, and above all, we are family. We've put this behind us and hope everyone else will do the same. Speaking to the now shuttered Lucky magazine, Solange made it clear that they would not be saying anything beyond what they said in the statement. "What's important is that my family and I are all good," said the singer. "What we had to say collectively was in the statement that we put out, and we all feel at peace with that." Beyoncé did, however, reference the fight in her 2014 song Flawless, in which she sang, "Of course sometimes things go down when there's $1 billion on an elevator." Both Beyoncé and Jay-Z had confirmed that infidelity had been a problem in their relationship even before the incident. Beyoncé suggested that Jay-Z had been unfaithful in her critically acclaimed 2016 album Lemonade, on which she sang about an unnamed mistress she referred to as Becky with the good hair. In 2017's 444, Jay-Z confirmed that he had indeed cheated on Beyoncé, whom he married in a secret ceremony in 2008. He also admitted that he had egged Solange on prior to the fight instead of saying he was wrong. Fortunately, as they said in the statement, they were able to put the drama behind them and move on. In an August 2017 interview with Rap Radar hosts Elliott Wilson and Brian B. Miller, Jay-Z claimed the 2014 incident was actually the only time they'd ever had a disagreement. The rapper also said he and Solange had a rare disagreement and haven't fought since. "We've always had a great relationship," he said during a long interview with Rap Radar hosts Elliott Wilson and Brian Miller, posted to Jay-Z's streaming service titled, "We've had one disagreement. Before and after, we've been cool." The 47-year-old said, "That's my sister, not my sister-in-law. My sister, period. I think we went into the elevator as great artists." Jay-Z quipped in the Rap Radar interview, "I've always loved Solange's music. I thought she slept on until the last album, A Seat at the Table. I think B made an incredible album before, 100 of them." Knowles has also previously addressed the altercation, telling Lucky magazine that her family is all good. Knowles was referring to the joint statement she, Beyoncé, and Jay-Z released to the Associated Press soon after the video was released. Despite being 5 years apart, the sisters are very close. Tina, the Knowles mother, revealed in a 2018 interview that she made sure Beyoncé and Solange went to counseling as young girls in order to help them both deal with Beyoncé's rising fame. Tina opened up to Maria Shriver during a Facebook discussion for the former TV reporter's Architect of Change segment on social media. "I had days that I devoted to each of them. On Wednesdays, I took off from work, and that was Solange's day. She was a lot younger than Beyoncé, and it was tough because Beyoncé was 5 years older and Beyoncé was this little superstar in our city," their mother said. Despite dedicating certain days of the week to each daughter, the designer said she took extra steps in ensuring that her children had a close and supportive relationship instead of a competitive one. "I took them to counseling so that, very early, the counselor could help Beyoncé be more sensitive to Solange," Knowles Lawson explained. "She couldn't stand her for a minute. You know, they were little. Solange was on her stuff, trying to hang around her and her friends, and Beyoncé was really irritated. But it made her more sensitive to who her sister was and what she had to deal with because of her." While therapy helped Beyoncé and Solange, their mother added that Beyoncé has always walked to the beat of her own drum. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.